your life you come to the conclusion that you want to do away with, you want to avoid it, you want to experiment. Yes. So just do away with it for probably an hour, 2 or 3, or if possible, the whole day. You arrive at that thought sometime, don't you? Yes. But it is so hard. So, not hard, but impossible. You can hardly go a day or 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours without information. It's just impossible. There is absolutely no way to wrap your head around it because it is an integral part of our existence. It is in our existential DNA. Good morning. Thank you that you join us for King's Local Daily. King's 88.5, your radio vendor distributing the paper to you technologically on this 19th day of February 2026. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers with your radio vendor, Kings 88.5. The news, the nation's news since 1989. Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. In profile, daily. The Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity. The New Republic, Light for All, and the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. Let's start with the news. The nation's news since 1989. Lee Story. Deep inside the resignation, deep inside the resignation from a police spokeswoman alleges discrimination, but that's the lead story of the newspaper. Deep inside the resignation from a police spokeswoman alleges discrimination, but the paper is running the in total of what led Cecilia Clark to leave the police. So you want to get a copy of the newspaper so that you have a full understanding. The paper is running the deep dive of what transpired, what led to Cecilia Clark resigning from the police as police spokesperson, the first, if our memory can serve us right institutionally, to resign as spokesperson of the police and then leaving the police. She's on the front page. The footnote story, front page, Carbon Market Authority launched. Liberian dollars 760K worth of marijuana confiscated. The back page of the news, the nation's news since 1989. LACC unveiled new anti-corruption measures. Former Deputy Minister clear up rape. The police have finally given clearance to J. Brian McGill that he was lied on. He did not rape as it was claimed, and he is a free man to walk freely and normally as it was before the allegation against him. Unity Party stalwart. The nation's news is out for only 40, no more, no less, 40 Liberian dollars. With this lead story, deep inside the resignation, deep inside the resignation, the former spokesperson of the Liberia National Police, Cecilia Clark, on the front page. Next up, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. Lead story, Fuller Militia. Fuller Militia. Is Buakai aware as press secretary disagreed with government? That's the lead story of The Independent newspaper. Fuller Militia. Is Buakai aware as press secretary disagreed with government? And the press secretary is Kula Fofana. The paper is quoting her as disagreeing with the government, saying the Fuller Militia being in existence for long, there is nothing wrong with it. It does not border on any religious or ethnicity, but rather protection of their institutions. She's on the front page. The press secretary to Joseph Yema Boakai, the Muslim press secretary, Kula Fofana, alongside the Fuller governor, Alhaji So. Tackling public debt, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, Central Bank of Liberia, governors, that's the General Auditing Commission, converge to develop and validate procedural manual. Finance Minister Augustin Kwongafan on the front page. Scholarships sealed. Future unlock. Education Ministry revealed. Unity Party Education Minister Jasomala on the front page, along with Finance Minister, Unity Party Finance Minister Augustin Kwongafan, and Unity Party Press Secretary Kula Fofana. The back page of The Independent newspaper. Lacra drives cocoa recovery. Sector reform agenda in motion. Lottery Authority embarks on underage gambling. Lottery Authority embarks on underage gambling. Supreme Court backs LRA in US 1.59 million shut down. The Independent, it sold this morning for 50 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy if you haven't yet from any one of the vendors. If you are unable, based on your workload, your shuttling, your distance, then your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, has brought the paper to you with this lead story. Fuller Militia. Is Buakai aware as press secretary disagreed with government? It's coming up to 11 minutes after 11. You're watching and listening to Kings Local Daily, Kings 88.5, your radio vendor on this 19th day of February 2026. Next up, the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Lead story, the Oracle News Daily. Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana backs tribal army, seeks training for national Fulani security despite government ban. That's the lead story of the Oracle News Daily. Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana backs tribal army, seeks training for national Fulani security despite government ban. The paper is quoting the press secretary Kula Fofana, who is a Muslim, as saying that there is nothing wrong with the establishment of the group. They should go ahead. Other stories, the front page, Jesse Jackson, U.S. civil rights leader who sought unity in Liberia's war years, died at 84. The back page of the Oracle News Daily. How Liberia iron ore surge shaking global markets. How Liberia iron ore surge shaking global market. That's the back lead of the Oracle News Daily. The footnote story, back page, the rising tide of ethnic nationalism in Liberia. The rising tide of ethnic nationalism in Liberia. The Oracle News Daily is sold for 40, only 40, no more, no less. You want to get a copy if you haven't yet, please. Next up, BN Profile Daily with 14 minutes after 11. Lead story, BN Profile Daily newspaper. Lawmakers on Fuller secret training. House summons security chiefs. That's the lead story of BN Profile Daily newspaper. Lawmakers on Fuller secret training. House summons security chiefs. And the paper is also on the portion or the position of President Buhari. Press Secretary Kula Fofana remark saying there is absolutely nothing wrong with the militia being formed in Liberia. So the House have summoned the security chiefs, as they call them. Unity Party Police Director Gregory Coleman, Unity Party Justice Minister Oswald Twe, Unity Party National Security Boss Prince Johnson. You sit down one day, you'll be here and say the feeling raiding you from your own country. You sit down. You're waiting for Daniel to come and interpret the signs on the wall. It will never ever happen. You sit down and be talking who they coexisting, ethnic this, ethnic that. They're not hiding it from you. The goal of these people is to take over this country. You sit down and say you're Christian Cole. Other stories, the front page of the In Profile Daily newspaper, Giddings is not technically inclined. Ex-Public Works Minister Ruth Coker Collins says LNP in turmoil. Spokesperson resigns. LNP in turmoil. Spokesperson resigns. See, she is Cecilia Clark. The back page of the In Profile Daily newspaper, bond leaders in US 28,000 scam. Bond leaders in US 28,000 United States dollars scam. That's the back lead of the paper. You want to get a copy of the In Profile Daily for just 40 Liberian dollars. No more, no less. With this lead story, lawmakers on fuller secret training, House summons security chiefs. The paper is sold for 40, only 40. You want to get a copy to have a full understanding of the summer and all of the implications from a security perspective that prompted the lawmakers to call in those who preside over the security sector of Liberia. 80 minutes after 11, if you just join us, this is Kings 88.5, Kings Local Daily, your radio vendor on this 19th day of February 2026. Lead story, the Liberian investigator in pursuit of truth and integrity. Liberia media faces collapse. That's the lead story of the Liberian investigator newspaper. Liberia media faces collapse. The paper is reporting that Liberia's independent newsrooms are confronting a deepening financial crisis driven by vanishing advertising revenue, chronic payment arrears, and the rise of social media, raising fears that credible journalism could give way to patronage funded reporting. That's the reality the paper has painted of the situation in Liberia or with the Liberian media. It is either you support the government, get advertisements, get promotions, get just everything, or you are on your own and you starve and your newspaper or your radio station break down. Listen again what the paper is reporting, that the country's independent newsrooms are confronting a deepening financial crisis driven by vanishing advertising revenue, chronic payment arrears, and the rise of social media, raising fears that credible journalism could give way to patronage funded reporting. And you see patronage funded reporting all over the place. You don't see it? Well, it's all over the place every day. Today, you're going to see more than 100, 150, 200. Patronage reporting is where you report for the sponsor so that the sponsor is praised. It's like all what the sponsor wants. The patron is the sponsor, the sponsor is the patron. You can have individual patron, you can have institutional patron. Institutional patron like the government. What the government wants, you report it, the government gave you ad. What the government likes, or when the government wants something against an opposition person and you're lambasting that opposition person using your platform, they give you some money. The patron, the institutional patron, is fueling you. Liberia's independent newsrooms are confronting a deepening financial crisis driven by vanishing advertising revenue. No money no money from advertising because the advertisements not going there. No chronic payment arrears and the rise of social media battling mainstream media. Everybody is having their podcasts, their pages, and every other thing. But that is the essence now. You have to live with the evolving reality technologically. For the rise of social media, no, we need to have more. We just need to be vibrant and aggressive and professional. That's all. Gone are the days that you just rely on one sector. There's diversity. Other stories, meet our panelists. The back page of the Liberian Investigator newspaper is a promotion for Joseph Yema Boakai and his vice president, which we can do. They can do it on the other side. So you want to get a copy of the daily, not the daily, but the Liberian Investigator newspaper in pursuit of integrity, in pursuit of truth and integrity for just 50 Liberian dollars. No more, no less. It's coming up to 23 minutes after 11. We've got the New Republic, Light for All, and the Inquirer, and then we zoom out. Lead story. The New Republic newspaper. Gold Rush. Students abandon school for mining in Grand Crew. That's the lead story of the New Republic newspaper. Gold Rush. Students abandon school for mining in Grand Crew. In nation chain by harsh economic and political uncertainties, where livelihood and survival become elusive and imaginary, and where employment opportunities seem insuperable, citizens are bound to fend for themselves in order to embrace the lurking harsh realities. There has never been a time citizens slumber when the bells of opportunities sound aloud. This is exactly the depiction of the situation in Grand Crew, where students and ordinary citizens are in rush for decent living standards through mining. Gold Rush students abandon school for mining in Grand Crew, the lead story of the New Republic. Ex-President Weah urges Muslims to remain productive. Yes, in his statement, as they started the month of fasting, one full month, the former president will issue a statement to encourage them, motivate them, edify their faith, and ultimately bring Liberia in their prayers and fasting. Couldn't have come at a better time than it came. That's what he's noted for. Yes. The back page of the New Republic newspaper. Public Works assesses progress on key roads. Resume work now or risk job loss. Resume work now or risk job loss. Labor Ministry issues warning to AFCON's strikers. Sodomy suspect Jala not released. Government dismisses rumors. The New Republic newspaper is sold for 50 Liberian dollars. Only 50, no more. no less, with this lead story, Gold Rush. The last but not the least, with 26 minutes past 11, the Dorian Inquirer newspaper. Lead story, Revenue Court takes precedent over concession deals as Liberia Revenue Authority wins over US 1.59 million tax case against LAC. The head of LRA, Double Jala, on the front page. LACC introduces regional expansion in anti-corruption plan. Two officials of LACC, James Kinsley and Vivian Akoto, on the front page. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper, the last then that will be doing it for today. Liberia launches Carbon Market Authority. Liberia launches Carbon Market Authority. The sub-lead story, LACC clears ND and DNA bots in corruption probe. Yes, he is Ansu Dole. NDMA is the National Disaster Management Agency of Liberia. And the Inquirer is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. No more, no less, just 40. Thank you ever so much for being with us. That's all the time we've got for King's Local Daily, Kings 88.5 on this 19th day of February 2026. You want to join us for the Friday edition at 12. But before then, the news is on at 1. King's Newsroom. Join us for that this afternoon. And at 3, Real Talk. I'm Sam Andrews.
From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.